Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. According to the Australian Reef pilots, Australia is now the fourth biggest cruise market in the world. Part of the boom in cruising has to do with more specialty cruise ships coming to the regions. The smaller size cruise ship segment seems purpose-designed to transit the remote waters of the Kimberley coast. However, larger vessels cruise companies are now expressing interest in touring and rugged northwest region as well as the Great Barrier Reef. In fact, the number of cruise ships using Australian Reef pilot services has increased more than 89% since 2010. Last year, Australian Reef pilots saw record demand for pilots between Broome and Darwin, and expects 2016-17 will see the Kimberley coast enter the mainstream market. Captain Perry is one of 44 highly experienced Australian Reef marine pilots who regularly shepherd vessels through the shipping channels of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park, one of the most environmentally sensitive regions in the world. The reef is heritage listed, and Australian Reef pilots are known as the unofficial guardians of the reef. Australian Reef pilots has implemented a very robust and modern pilotage operation safety management system, which was officially approved by the Australian Maritime Safety Authority in October 2014. A group of Australian Reef pilots and managements work alongside well-known and respected marine safety expert Captain Rafi Niger to research more than a century of accident reports from the reef, as well as marine incidents from around the globe in order to put together a safety management system relevant to Australian Reef pilots' operations. The Pilot Edge Operation Safety Management System has since been augmented by a training framework which outlines how it is introduced and taught to new and existing pilots. This makes Australian Reef pilots the first pilotage company in Australia to have a fully integrated on-the-job training framework for its safety management system. Training involves on-board real-life experiences with a licensed pilot and mentor pilots, as well as time with bridge simulators. The course is only for Australian Reef pilots and is based on their procedures and systems. The one-day internal training gives an overall induction to the safety management system and covers 8 areas such as the philosophy of safety management systems, a pilot's role and obligation in coastal pilotage, Great Barrier Marine Park environmental information, weather and tidal information, and marine incident reporting and investigations. The standard operating procedure sections cover 10 subtopics, including compulsory pilotage limits, navigation chart requirements, go or no-go decisions, risk assessment, anchoring and emergency anchoring, and pilot embarkation and disembarkations. A continual assessment of the Pilot Edge Operation Safety Management System ensures that the latest information is always relayed to every Australian Reef pilot. Additional ongoing training the pilots must undertake include courses such as a 1-week advanced pilot training course, a 1-day helicopter underwater escape training taken every 4 years, and a 4-day bridge resource management course. The Torres Strait and Great Barrier Reef Simulation Program developed by Australian Reef pilots and SmartShip Brisbane, an Australian simulation centre, helps fine-tune the Pilot Edge Operation Safety Management System in the challenging conditions pilots face when passing through the Prince of Wales Channel in the Torres Strait. Reef pilots can be challenged by myriad issues like sea conditions, extreme weather change, tides, and etc. Naturally, they have to have a very good understanding of the rules and regulations that apply specifically to cruise ships as well as other vessels, such as the landing of passengers in the case of emergency, arranging port access, and the like. Regulations are very strict when it comes to the discharge of grey water in reef areas. All ships must carry a permit and pre-plan where to make an exit and re-enter the reef. And Australian reef pilots help execute these additional legs, plan the logistics and suggest appropriate places. Settling in on board quickly is crucial to a pilot's effectiveness, especially since the cruise ships must stay on schedule, and of course all aspects of the voyage must be pre-planned and covered well before the pilot gets on board. As a group, Australian reef pilots is continually in a process of identifying hazard, assessing risk, taking action to eliminate or reduce risk, and monitoring and reviewing the constantly changing circumstances. This is a key difference in comparison to port pilot age, as the Australian reef pilots work in a much more time-extended environment. Even with technological advances such as portable pilot units, ACDIS, GPS, DGPS, and better under-keel clearance management and monitoring, Captain Perry stresses that bridge resource management is essential to minimizing human error. In fact, he thinks it is as significant as most technological advance. Our goal is to provide highly competent pilot age practices and have a depth of current local knowledge that can provide first-class system to all ships, and of course cruise ships and their particular industry's requirements, said Captain Perry. In total, Australian reef pilots operate a fleet of 6 pilot launches and 5 land-on helicopters, as well as pilot houses located in Mackay, Cairns, and York Islands in Torres Strait. In addition, the group also provides Great Barrier Reef Relief Masters, part pilots in Australia and New Zealand, towage specialists, marine surveys, and provisions of charge, voyage management, launch operation, and hire. You might consider that at one time a pilot's role in life was to protect a ship from the environment, says Captain Perry. Some pilots feel that we are now there to protect the environment from the ship, and I'm currently of that second school of thought. Australian reef pilots have been guarding the Great Barrier Reef more than 125 years. The group has currently seen change over the decades in operational improvement and modern innovations. But some things never change. The technical advance make life so easy. Sums up. But you still have to look out the window, says Captain Perry. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to always give your like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the other video.